Thank you for staying with us. He was known as the Santa of Good Luck Road who brought smiles to thousands. Ted Adelman has died. He set up an elaborate Christmas display at his home in Lanham for almost 30 years. CTV's Sonia Srivastava has more in this story.
Yearly ritual for the thousands of residents who say it's not quite the holiday season until you drive by this house in Lanham. For almost 30 years, Ted Adelman put his larger-than-life display together with thousands of lights, props, and decorations. Adelman lost his battle with cancer and passed away on June 19th.
He started out with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and then it spread into his chest area and into his lungs. So ultimately, he ended up passing from lung cancer.
It's been a rough year as Adelman's wife of 32 years, Eileen, also has cancer. Through the years, the couple has opened up their home to so many families.
Cars lining up, going up and down the street, people getting out and coming up and looking at the lights. And at one point, he used to sit in his Santa suit in a sleigh on top of the hill here and take pictures with the kids.
Karen Anning, longtime family friend, traveled all the way from Australia to pay her respects.
Sad though I didn't get to say goodbye. But I'm glad I made the journey.
Mr. Adelman had a smile that could light up a room. We here at CTV did many stories with him. He always welcomed us with open arms. Even as he was going through his chemo treatment, he sat down with us for an interview. Last year was the first year he couldn't put his display up, and that bothered him so much. So you're going to be back next year?
Oh, I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting. My plan is to be 100 years old and build this display.
Abigail and Alba Zarate live across the street and say they will miss him a lot.
He was friendly. He felt like a grandfather to me, and I loved him very much.
He is our Santa.
As for keeping the display going, Bridget tells us she's not sure they can continue with her mother's deteriorating health. Eventually, they do plan to sell the house. Now, his daughter Bridget tells me that at his funeral, they couldn't think of a better thing to put him in than his old Santa suit, which unfortunately was too big for him because he had lost so much weight. But she also tells me that they had Christmas lighting and holiday music playing with Christmas trees all over the place, just the way he would have wanted it. In Lanham, I'm Sonia Srivastava, sending it back to you.
Thank you, Sonia. Adelman is survived by his wife of 32 years, 17 grandkids, and 5 great-grandchildren.